Hello. So this is like a vlog type video today, and I've been making a lot of vlog type videos lately. I have been working on the footage, and I have a new editing software that I'm learning, and I'm putting it all together so I can post. The last videos that I posted were about my gardening, and recently I've just been stepping so much more into my magical practice and heeding the call. So I want more of that on my channel. I want everything on my channel, but it's always time, but it's okay because we're exactly where we're supposed to be and where we need to be, manifesting the lives that we desire for ourselves. So today is the full moon. It's the snow moon over here in the northern hemisphere, and it's an awesome time right now because we just celebrated the Imbolc, and I gotta say, it's been awesome for me because I haven't been celebrating like every Sabbath. So I had to look back and I had to say, what happened? Because somewhere along the way, like, I got lost in the mundane. I was always, ooh, my candle's going crazy over there. I was always considered myself a pagan. And, I started out with Wicca, and then I kind of moved towards learning about like the shamanic practices. And then I think at some point, maybe because I was a bit off-put by Wicca, maybe I stopped doing the rituals, and then it became more about gathering information. And I've gathered information over several years, and it went past just like the traditional Western witchcraft, and went into like history, and like they're now understanding, learning like the history behind the witchcraft, and also how the witchcraft like fits into like the universe, like it extended into like the cosmos. So and now, so this journey has just been, I think I stopped my journey because it needed to flower. I needed to be able to recognize the face of what it was becoming, and I wasn't at that point yet. So I had to go through several rites in order for me to understand that face. One of the rites or awakenings, I would say, would be my journey with the plant medicines, because that opened me up on a whole nother degree. And I do plan, I know I did like a little trailer on like the ayahuasca, but I do plan to do a full video on that at some point. I'm still journaling and digesting what I went through on the medicine, so I don't want to come and share that until it's like completely digested, but it definitely will be. It's on the list of videos that I have to do, but this is kind of like a vlog slash like an update. So grateful for everyone who subscribes to me, and I just, like, for me, it's always been about like quality and not really quantity. So but I do want to get to a point where I am putting out on videos on a more regular basis, and my problem was always like software. So I finally bit the bullet and just purchased a software that I pay a monthly subscription for. But with that is like a learning curve. I do have some experience with editing like sound waves and stuff like that from the work that I did working in radio. So it's not that big of a learning curve. So like I've already edited a video on there and uploaded, but it's like a slow process, but it's doable. But so the quantity the quality basically is what I'm working on at this point, the quality of what I want to bring to you guys. And in order for me to do that, like I've always said, like I need to be well versed in what it is that I am learning and understanding. But what I can do is take you guys, share bits and pieces with you as I learn, and then also so that you can something might resonate with you in your journey. So now that I have the face of what it is, that what my path is, now I all the pieces are tying together, like all the information that I've been gathering, it all leads towards this path. And that's kind of how things have always blossomed for me, learning to listen to and follow my inner compass. So I am now going back into the state where I'm becoming more of magical, becoming more hands-on, starting to practice ritual again. And I want to share that with you guys. So you saw I lit my candle, and today is the full moon, so the snow moon, and tying into the energies of Imbolc and the spring season, the quickening that is occurring now. And I lit the candle because I am going to write in my journal. This is part of the practice that I am creating, which is writing daily in my journal, because I used to do that before and I stopped. But when you do that, it allows you just to have kind of analyze your situation, kind of having a logical overview of what's going on in your life. And also you start paying attention more to the subtle signs that we receive every day from the universe and from our spirit guides. So very, 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 very important to start journaling. If anyone out there watching me, if you haven't begun that process, I do urge you to please start. So I did mention this as a bit of an update as well. Some things that have happened is I kept having an urge to, the garden was going well, and I'm still learning and getting myself in that phase of things, but I want more than just a garden. So I kept having an urge to make things just more magical. So one of the things that things that I want to share on this channel is magical gardening, and creating a magical garden, and also creating a magical home, because there are whole practices that are centered around that. And I think intuitively I've brought that energy into my home on an intuitive kind of in an artistic way, because my home, the way that I decorate and stuff like that, it's not how an average person would. I think there's a regalness to it, there's a mystical aspect to it, but I want to learn more of those creative practices where I'm actually taking things from outside and from nature and crafting them, and creating charms and protection spells, kind of getting into a rhythm where I'm living every day magically. So there are some books that I have lined up to kind of take me in that practice, and then I will come back here and share with you guys. And another thing that I want to do here is because I have amassed so many books, I want to start doing some book reviews for you guys. So to take you through some of the books, and then I feel the people who are subscribed to me, that it will, obviously things will resonate because you're subscribed for a reason. So so as I read the books and verify that whether it's good or not, I think they'll all be good, but I'll just give you guys an overview of the book and my review on the book, and you might want to pick up the book for your practice. So so that, and also coming back with my Tea and Magical tidbit series that I started on here, and that will be pretty much what it was before, where we get to, grab your favorite cup of tea, and I will share magical tidbits that I learned in different realms of magic. So there may be fairy magic, it might be magic dealing with like the jinn. It might be magic dealing with like necromancy, whatever it is that I'm doing in my practice that I feel would be beneficial, maybe because it's not really talked about that much on YouTube. You know, there's a lot of pagans here who tend to focus on like the light side of things, and really to have balance, you should have both in your practice. So the dark side is the knowing side. It's the shadow side. It is where the knowledge is stored in the subconscious realms of the mind. So we need to know how to tap into those essences and powers as well. So I do want to bring more of that on my channel to you guys and help you have like an understanding of it, and break the stigma that is surrounding it, because really those stigmas are created by the controlling powers who want to create a stigma around it, because to access those powers, that side, or that force is very is powerful magic. So you know, there are ways that you can shift your paradigm accessing those forces that the powers that be don't want. Well, I'm not going to say don't want us, but it's actually their role in this simulation. It's their role to put up the wall, and it's our task to break it down and to find the true meaning, the mysteries of the universe. So I want to bring that to you guys on my channel, and I will still also have aspects of traditional witchcraft, because quite frankly, I love it, and I feel like I've been, well, my candle's going so crazy. I feel like I've been a witch in so many lifetimes. So like I will still follow aspects of traditional witchcraft as well, but I am now bringing in more like high ceremonial magic and practices into my craft. So another change that has happened is a part of that poll that I had to join to become more magical and to reach out and find others. So I joined a coven, and it's not really joined a coven, but created a coven. So I just had that feeling that I was going to find a group of witches, and it was, you know, and we were going to I just kept seeing myself in being present at a Yule party. And so what I did was I went onto Facebook and I joined a couple of groups. And when you get on Facebook, you could just see kind of, I don't know how to put this, but a lot of people on there are kind of, I don't know, like, I think they're more interested in like posting, not really like interested in like making connections. Some people seem to be, but some people not so much. A lot of the pagans in my area were like in the southern part of my state, which was like 2 hours drive from me. And then it just worked out where a group of us broke off from like the main group, and because we wanted to start a coven, and we were all we were all like in neighboring counties, and then that group got even smaller. So now we are starting our coven, and we're in the year and the day process, and I'm so excited for it. And I am going to share like a couple clips of like some of the things we've done so far. Like, it's not, we're in the very, very beginning stages, so it's not like loads, but like we did have Yule together, so that vision manifested. And then we like the first meetup, like when we met and went to a local like park, and kind of just like meeting each other and seeing like if we vibe and if we want to move forward, because first we started with a, you know, like a video call. So I vlogged a little bit of that and a little bit of the celebration, and it's going to be, it's a coven, but it's not going to have a hierarchical structure. Basically, we're all decided to be peers, and to kind of just take turns, like hosting, learning, teaching. So, and we all kind of want to use this coven also as a way to continue to inspire us to do the work that we need to elevate on our path. So one of the books that I showed a little bit earlier that was picked by one of the coven members that we're reading is The Inner Temple of Witchcraft by Christopher Pinzak. So this is the book that we're currently reading, as you can see, like part way through, and we're using this book to structure our year in a day journey. So I will definitely do a book review of this once we're finished. He has like the Inner Temple of Witchcraft, the Outer Temple of Witchcraft, and then I think he has a Shamanic Witchcraft one. The Inner Temple focuses on how to build your own like energy and your own like really like traditions, your own art to witchcraft, understanding the sciences and building your own science and art to the witchcraft before you actually get into like just doing like rituals and ceremonial magic and stuff like that, because that's sometimes how it happens. We tend to like jump into the ritual side of it, which is what pretty much happened with me, and I think happened with a lot of people. And you're like, oh wow, this works, and then you kind of just do like spells, but you might at some point you might find your way to understanding how to build like your energy, how to build your psychic development, but there are some people who might not. And then obviously when you do those things, you're more powerful, more advanced, and you have a greater understanding. So that's what this book focuses on, like developing yourself psychically, developing the different states of, you know, how to shifting your consciousness in different ways, different states of putting your brain in different, at the different wavelengths, you know, that it has, you know, beta, alpha, theta, delta. And like I said, I'm halfway through the book, but that just to give you an overview of like what it touches on, and also developing that like your own personal art to witchcraft, which I think can make a tremendous difference in your practice. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, I need to look up a spell for this, or buy like a book of spells, or like go online, look for spells, when really it's about following that inner voice and learning how to craft yourself. And that is always the most powerful, you know, and most pungent magic. So definitely looking forward to doing a review of this for you guys, and the other books that I picked out for myself personally, because this was recommended by one of the coven members, but so far it's a interesting read. So, and I think that they learned about it through like a podcast, a witchcraft like podcast. So so that's pretty much like the update of what's been going on. And I am going to be hosting the next Sabbath, which is Ostara. So I'll share with you guys like what I'm planning for like Ostara. And I'm also going to post, if I keep looking over, that's because the candle is really going crazy. I'll share with you guys like what I'm planning for Ostara, and what I'm going to post for, I will post what I did for my Yule and for my Imbolc as well. And I'm still in the Imbolc energies, and the moon is still right now in the Imbolc energies. It's February's moon, which is the snow moon, and it carries the same energy that we see with Imbolc, the quickening, and you know, the beginning of new life, and the rebirth of the earth going into the process of rebirth, and those creative energies that are starting to surface and will soon be here in abundance. And so it's the time to continue to plan your future goals as we come out of this this dormant period. We're coming out of this hibernation of sorts. Like, even if you go to work and travel and stuff like that, it's still a hibernation. Like, we spend less time inside, we spend more time in our homes. And I've been blessed this month for like 2 months to have like work full-time remotely because of like a lot of construction that's going on at the office. So I really got to have that feeling of like hibernation and really just enjoy that blessing. And so but now it's like I have to get into the process of waking myself up again, and that part, and that's what I've been doing since Imbolc. And now we have the snow moon that harbors those same energies. So definitely going to take some time to plan out what it is I want, you know, within the year, within as the year continues forward and we go into those projective creative energies. And it's also a time, if you haven't worked on like cutting away your old times and things that hinder you, it's also a time to figure out what those things are and to let them go. I post in my Imbolc video, I show an automatic writing ritual that I learned, and you know, just the different things that I did to let go of things that no longer served me. And so I'm just furthering that as we go forward into the snow moon. And I'm continuing to do my spring clean and clearing out like the old energies, and on the spiritual level and also on the physical level, because the physical affects the spiritual and vice versa. So I've been doing a lot of cleaning in my home, and also it's going to be time now to start preparing the garden, because traditionally it was also a time where, you know, we were always connecting and working with the land, and I'm grateful to be able to do that now. So we would be, you know, you bless your seeds and start preparing your garden for the season, the spring season and the summer season. And I want to do that, and I'm starting to get that ready as well. I haven't today I hope to, as part of the moon, the full moon energy, to get like all my cold crops started. I really should have got them started like February 1st or at the end of February, but I still have time, so I'm gonna get those started and get them started here inside the house, and then take them out into the garden, because some of the cold vegetables, they won't do well when it gets too hot, so you want to start them now. I did get my sweet potatoes started, so I'm starting to see the first signs of life, and I invested in like a heating pad, so I'm gonna get, even some of the warm crops need to get started now, like green peppers take a really long time to grow. So, you know, it's a perfect time now to get that started, and they do a blessing over the seeds. And yeah, so that's what I am looking forward to doing. And I finished well, I don't want to say I finished my witch room, but the witchy room is almost done pretty much. Like, I might have like maybe one piece of furniture that I'm going to move up there, and I want to hang some curtains. So I had to take everything from downstairs and bring it upstairs basically, and just like assemble everything. And I invested in like some bins for like storage in the closets and stuff like that. So it's now like now it's at a point where I can, you know, go in there and like meditate. And I think I have all my altars up. I have all my altars up. I only need to put up like Ilegua, but I pretty much have like all my altars up. And so yeah, so that was a project in itself. So that is done, and I'm really excited to just like work in that space and have that be you know, my sacred space. And as part of the full moon, I want to do the cleansing of my sacred space ritual and then also do a besom sweep of my home. So I invested in the besom, and I wanted that was going to be a part of what I was talking about before, where you are focusing on witchcraft like in the home. I think some people might call it like cottage witchery, or whatever you want to call it. They have some people call themselves like a home and hearth witch. You can, however you want to name it, but like a besom sweep was like a perfect example of that. So yeah, you would schedule these things kind of like regularly. Like a besom sweep might be annually on Imbolc, or you might have it like more regularly, like just depending on like what your personal practice is. So I want to really delve into these practices just to have more of a magical life, because the more magical your life is, the better it is. So I may include some clips of my snow moon celebration, and provided I have time to just edit it and put it all together, I may include some clips of my snow moon celebration and things I'm doing. And I look forward to sharing some more videos with you guys and talking to you soon. Blessed be. I've been working on my Book of Shadows. Wanting to do this for years. And finally getting it all planned out. This is my Imbolc ritual. Hey guys, so as you can see, it's now later. I'm about to head off to bed. It is very late. It's past 2 in the morning, but I was determined not to stop until I got this schedule done. I have to make the sacrifice now in order for me to get it done, because I've been kind of poking at this schedule since Imbolc, and now we are at the snow moon. We're still in that lunar tide, and it's the perfect time to, if you haven't started your Imbolc activities, to do some that are related, because it's the same energies that's prevalent right now. So I really wanted to get my schedule for the rest of this year finished out, and I have to make that sacrifice now in order for me to be able to get on the ball later. So I pretty much got it worked out where it is a realistic schedule, because I've done my schedule before and I have to schedule like every hour. Everything has to be scheduled out because there's a lot that I'm trying to fit in, and working full time and everything. And the other schedule, I had too much packed in, so it wasn't really realistic. This one, it's still packed, but I have removed some of the goals. So I'm holding off on some of the goals because I have like main goals that I really need to get done now, and put those at the forefront. But with the gardening, it's very time consuming, so I tried to break up my gardening tasks. Before, when I would like go outside and be out there like the whole day, like I cannot do that this year. So I'm breaking it up where it's not going to just drain me, and kind of take more and see how that goes this year. Like a few hours in the morning, and then like 1 hour towards the evening just to check on it, versus like being out there like the whole day. And and we'll see how that goes, because there's so much that I have to do. But I'm just gonna put the final touches on it tomorrow, because I really need to get some sleep. And do some additional activities for the snow moon, because we'll still be under the lunar tide. And I'm hoping to do my besom sweep tomorrow, and and some other activities. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Winter clouds shield the